And in our final video, we're going to take a look at transformations of cosine functions. I'm sure you're relieved that this is your final video. Same as sine functions, we figure out the a value. What are we multiplying our cosine function by? In this case, it is -1. So that means that our amplitude is the absolute value of that, or 1, and we'll have a vertical reflection. This time, our b value is 1/4. So notice we are dividing the cosine function by 4 or multiplying by 1/4. So when we find our period on this one, we take 2 pi and divide it by 1/4. So again, you have to remember how to work with fractions. When you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So we really have 2 pi times 4, or 8 pi for the period of this function. And the d value, again, we're not adding or subtracting anything on this one, so we do not have a vertical shift. Scaling our axes, because our amplitude is 1 and there's no shift, our y-axis will be from -1 to 1, and our x-axis, we have that full rotation, or the period of 8 pi. So dividing that by 4, each of our markers will be 2 pi. For graphing this one, cosine typically starts at its maximum value, but because we have that vertical reflection on this one, we're going to start at our minimum value, come back up to the x-intercept, then go up to the maximum value, back to the intercept, back to the minimum, off to the right. And with the cosine, we do the exact same thing on the other side, up to its intercept, up to the max, back to the intercept, and back down to the minimum. Let's take a look at one more transformation. Again, identifying our amplitude, we're multiplying by 1/3. And it's positive, so our amplitude is 1/3. B value this time is pi. So when we find our period and we do 2 pi divided by pi, we get a period of just 2 radians. So when we mark our x-axis, we aren't going to have pi in it at all. And our d is -2. So we're going to have that vertical shift down 2, and this one again will have a new x-axis that we're going to draw in. So labeling our axes, our range, because it was shifted down 2 and our amplitude is only 1/3, around -2, that will be our new x-axis. So I'm going to sketch that in. And then we're going to go up 1/3 and down 1/3 from that new axis. Scaling our x-axis, our maximum or our full period is at 2. And Jeremiah, who's supposed to be in bed, wants to come say hi. Good night, sweetie. Alright, so we have our full period at 2, and splitting that into 4, we have 1/2, 1, and 3/2. And as always, the same values in the negative direction. This one, because there's no reflection, our cosine will start at its maximum. So again, that y equals -2 is our new x-axis. So I'm going to go up 1/3 because of our new amplitude from there, back down to our intercept, down to a minimum, which will be 1/3 below our axis, back up to our intercept, and up to the maximum off to the right. Cosine does the same off to the left, back to the intercept, down to the minimum, intercept, maximum. For your U-Try today, I thought it would be appropriate to just write your left-hand questions in a summary, and we can take some time discussing what we do and do not understand with graphing sine, cosine, and their transformations.